Hey guys. Okay, so I'm going to try and do more uploads of videos on right now for the first couple of weeks from a daily. That way I can actually, I guess, get through the ideas that I already have, and then, um, I guess to really get my channel going, because usually I would wait like months at a time before uploading a new video, or even like a year, and I need to stop doing that. So I I have a notebook of ideas, or in my last video I said I was gonna do stuff off the top of my head, but these have already been things that I wanted to talk with you guys about. So there we go. These are actually going to be a continuation of the series I was already doing of animes that I've already watched and the genres they are in. Now, I've already done 2 episodes on the vampire genre and then the harem genre, which I'm going to link in. I, I don't know if it's in one of these corners here. And I have those, and then I'm going to do the rest basically. Each episode, some are going to be longer than others because I do have more in those areas that I've watched, or at least tried to watch. And I don't I'm mostly like, I don't care whether I have watched 1 episode or watched the whole season or watched half the season. It doesn't matter. It's something that I've watched or tried to watch. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. If it's not in my niche, or something that I really, really enjoyed, or it didn't start popping off like at the beginning, or it would have like quite the slow build up, then I don't know. Like most of the time I will drop animes a lot quicker than people would expect. And yeah. um okay, so I don't know. I want to do the game genre because that one is, I do have a list, but it's compared to all the game anime that's out there, it is quite a short list. But then there's a lot of those animes that are kind of like crossed into other genres, so I will not be repeating any of the names. So if it's the first genre that pops up for that anime, it's going in that genre. It's going in there. And I'm not repeating it for any other genre. If you believe it belongs in another genre, please let me know in the comments, and I'll mention it in the next video that maybe belongs in there, or I'll stay firm on my belief that it needs to stay in that genre and keep it rolling. There's certain genres that belong in the more adult video, like the ecchi or the hentai that I'm going to mention, and those I will mention. Those are the only times when I actually will mention those names again, only because they belong in there, and they belong in both genres. And I'm not I'm not going I'm not going to I'm going to reiterate they belong in both genres, or I'm just going to keep them in the ecchi genre, take them completely out of their main genre, put them in the ecchi because that is one of their genre tags. And so if it's one of those tags, I may just take them completely out of one genre and just toss them in there because of that description. If you don't like it, please let me know in the comments. Let's keep this ball rolling. And there's a lot of genres that I've seen. Of course, all of us have seen a lot. And some of these are actually quite surprising to be found in the ecchi. I'm so sorry if I'm saying this wrong. I'm so sorry. But, and then some of these I'm not surprised. I'm definitely not surprised. And if you don't hear of a genre or hear of an anime that's supposed to belong in the genre that I'm talking about, I will definitely explain why it's not there, or if it's because I haven't seen it. And I will be including abridged versions. Although that's not the anime, and I'm going to state this is not the anime, I'm going to include them because it does include a lot of spoilers. So, I'm going to start with the game genre for this episode. Now, the game genre, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of those. And I believe the first one, if you are old school, and I know you also play the card game, Yugioh. The original Yugioh with Yugi Moto and Yami. That is where it all started. Yu-Gi-Oh, Bakugan Battle Brawlers, the ones that you would see on TV, Pokemon. I know I got my Pokemon players, that community up in here. I see you, and I love you, because I'm one of them. I have, right now, on my Switch, I have both Pokemon Shield and Sword, because I'm not about to be messing with Pokemon Home with trying to trade Pokemon, especially if it's supposed to be a legendary or it's really hard to find and they're asking for a legendary and I can't do it. So I am both Sword and Shield. I had Sword first, so I finished that one. I finished the main story and I'm trying to collect all the Pokemon for the Pokédex, which I have an issue because I'm so anal about it. I'm so upset. I'm so OCD about finishing off this Pokédex that I'm even getting all the different versions of Alcrease. It's that bad. So yeah, there's those. Yu-Gi-Oh! I have actually played the card game. I got into it. I was, Fire Fist player. The Fire Fist, where the activations or the abilities would basically just bounce off each other. That's the type of Fire Fist I'm looking at. That's the one that I played. And then Bakugan Battle Brawlers, OG. That is OG one. Seen every episode. Was an avid VCR recorder. I had like a tape. I had tapes of episodes recorded on there. And then when they had like Time Warner Cable being able to record things onto your VCR and playbacks and all that, Bakugan. When I was at school, I would have that set to record every single new episode. And then one of the ones that I saw like later on was Hikari no Go. Now that one I have read all the manga. I will also be mentioning manga that I've read of these animes because, or if they're just a manga. And yeah, that one I've read all the manga. I got really into the anime, but I did not finish it. I had stopped at some point. For some odd reason, I did. I'm going to be getting back into it. I absolutely loved it because it was this one of the starts of, or it was kind of like on the concept of Yugioh, where the main character was basically having a spirit help him through the game, but not possess him is the difference. The spirit that was helping him was from ancient feud, or I forgot which era, but ancient era where he opened up this cursed or possessed item, or played. It was a possessed go board, and he had cleaned it. It's great, but yeah, spoilers alert. There's gonna be spoilers of kind of like only the beginning though. It's a description. It's going to be a description. So it's not really much of a spoiler because if you were to look up the animes, it will basically tell you the same thing where the kid goes into his old shed or with his, and ends up with this spirit that helps him get through the game and helps him play the game, play and understand the game. And it was a complete like trial of him learning the game, him finding his rivals, teammates, experiencing loss, experiencing a lot of anxiety and troubles. It was a full on thing, and I loved it. So that one I'm actually going to continue to watch. I'm going to watch it from the beginning because I haven't watched it in years, so I'm going to rewatch it. And then one of the most recent ones that I have added to this series is Death Parade. Death Parade is fantastic to watch because you get to filter through these people's last moments of their lives and their decisions throughout their life, or even in the last moments of their life. Like, their decisions kind of dictate whether they go to heaven or hell. And then in my opinion, they're kind of like their own version of Shinigami. They play games that, based on the people's decisions or reactions to playing the games, will determine where they go. Will be one of the determining factors. And that's pretty neat. The fact that you play board games and or arcade games and or any type of game just to dictate whether you're going to hell or heaven. And some people, they take it to the extreme where they actually like Start beating people up. Oh my gosh. That's why it's called Death Parade. And it's entertaining. It's very entertaining. Um, Akashi, Akashi Records. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. But Akashi Records. That one I haven't seen in forever. I do not remember that one. That's why that's the last one I'm going to mention, because I don't remember it. I only saw, when I saw the picture, I'm all like, I've seen it. I don't remember what you're about, so I'm gonna rewatch you to find out like why'd I drop you. And if now, because I haven't seen it in years. I think it was like 14 to 16, and right now, and I'm 24 right now. So it's been years. I'm going to definitely rewatch it to see if I will drop it again, or if I will continue watching it, as it may spark my interest now that I'm older. There is actually a lot of animes that as a little kid that you didn't really like, you like as a adult, or vice versa, you liked it as a kid, you hate it as an adult, or you're all like, why did I watch this as an adult? So, or why didn't I pick this up sooner? Kind of that relationship. So some of the ones that I'm not really sure about, or I haven't really seen much of, I'm definitely going to rewatch, which I'm making notes right now. And then, oh, almost forgot. Sorry, Online. I could never get into it. I could never get into actual anime, but I love the abridged version. oh, oh, it's so funny because I love the abridged version. I love the fact that Kirito is such a jerk. He's such a jerk. He's so mean. He has no social skills at all, and he is so sarcastic. Like, oh my gosh. And that's what makes it so great. But I could never get into Sword Art Online. People, the first season, I've had so many spoilers. Like, when I was trying to get into it, I have this thing where if people tell me to watch something over and over and over again, I'm not going to. I'm going to hold it off until you stop. And stop for good. Not just stop for a week. Not just stop for a month. But stop for good. Because I'm not going to watch it if you keep pestering me. That's my thing. I'm not going to watch it if you keep pestering me and pestering me. And that's what happened when Sword Art Online came out. I couldn't watch it. People kept on pestering me. People kept on being like, you should watch it. You should watch it. You should watch it. No, I shouldn't. I'm not going to watch it. It's not going to happen. And when I actually got around to doing it, I had so many people spoiling it to the point where I found out the ending of the first season and I wanted no part of it. It's all like all this build up for this type of ending. Like, y'all did Asuna dirty, and they keep doing Asuna dirty. Like, I got spoilers from the second season, third season, and I'm all like, stop doing Asuna so dirty. Like, what is up with the creators? Or the producer? What is up with him doing that? Okay, back on topic. Oh my gosh, I got so mad. But yeah, that's the last. The last one that I have. Let me see. Yeah, Sword Art Online, Death Parade. Yugioh, Bakugan Battle Brawlers, Hikari no Go, Pokemon, both the TV series and the movies. I've seen all of them. And then Akashi Records, which I'm going to rewatch. Alright, well, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be posting this tomorrow since it is August 14th right now. So it is kind of tomorrow because I did post my last video at around 2, 3 o'clock, I think. Yeah. But I will be posting this later today, and then I'm going to be pre-recording some of my episodes because I will be busy during the days. So some of them will be set to automatically upload. So I'm gonna try to keep at that. That way I can actually let y'all give y'all give y'all content on a daily for these 2, maybe 3 weeks. Alright, well, bye lovelies.